Yo, what up, YouTube world? This is Sarad North. Just checking in with everybody. Like I said, I was gonna start doing a few more videos, and start trying to make this a everyday habit. But just wanted to chime in with you. It's late at night right now. It's 1:27 a.m. Central Time, and I'm still up. I've been up all day doing random things. I like to tell people I am a bail bondsman, and this is the best time for me to do videos late at night because they turn the phones off at the jail like after 9. But during the day, and Tuesdays are always one of my biggest days. I have calls all day, and I'm setting up meetings. I have people checking in with me. I have people calling about bailing friends and loved ones out. Light's kind of blinding. And I'm just doing a lot on Tuesdays. Been redoing floors in my house, trying to get it ready to sell. Just doing a lot of different things today. And just it's the first time ever. It's the first for me. Ever since I've been able to grow a mustache since I was like in junior high school. This is the first time I ever cut it. And I don't think it looked too bad. I don't think it looks too bad. I know Bosco 100 always says you can't don't trust nobody with don't trust a nigga without a mustache. If you don't see a nigga with a mustache, don't trust him. That was funny. It was too funny, man. But anyway, we got to talk about Nick Cannon. It's trending #1 on Twitter. And when I saw it trending, like, damn, what did Nick Cannon do? I thought he maybe said something crazy to Eminem again, or him and Eminem were beefing about something on Wild Now was good or whatnot. But it happened, and I knew something like this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be this, but I knew something like this in regards to Nick Cannon was going to happen sooner than later. And this is where I'm not your typical, because I'm not a conservative anyway, but you get black people that, not necessarily, I don't like to call myself a Trump supporter, but I'm gonna vote for him again. I voted for him in 2016 because of his policies, basically. And I just like him because he gets the Democrats so mad and worked up, and he's just pretty much dismantling them piece by piece, and I love to see that. And like I said, Trump is boisterous. He's loud. He's arrogant. He's just a old school man, and that's what I grew up around. I grew up around white dudes that were turned up, didn't give a damn about nothing, and walk around like they ran shit. And the ones that did, they did. Same with blacks. Men, other real men respect other real men. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell dude real, like him or not, dude ain't going. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going. And like I said, none of his policies don't hurt us. It don't hurt black people. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about Trump right now. But where I differ from a lot of other people, I'm not Nick Cannon's a racist. This. One, freedom of speech. That's the #1 thing here. Freedom of speech. But let's go back to Nick Cannon right quick. I knew this was gonna happen. I started to see it when I can tell. It's like when you can tell where somebody's at in their journey on being really, I hate that word woke, but just knowing what's going on and knowing your history and starting to see stuff from a different point of view, and starting to see that everything they show you on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, mainstream media, and the narrative that they're telling you about life and about things of the world ain't true, and they've been lying to you a lot. You start to see that, and you start to wake up for real and be like, oh, this is not that, and this is this, and this is this. And I knew Nick was going to be something else when he started covering his head and wearing the head wraps. I know they said it was part of it was because he was having he had lupus and he had issues with his hair. But when Nick started covering his head and wrapping it all the time, Yeah, I knew bro was getting in deep, and then he started going to Howard, which is not really nothing. He was just trying to get his education or whatnot. But I started hearing his talk change, and when he got canon class, and I started seeing some of the people he got on, that he had on, and I was like, oh, Nick is serious, serious. But the one thing was like, oh, when he picked up the Dr. Sebi movie from Nipsey Hussle and started going in, really working on it, I was like, oh yeah, Nick is getting deep. He's finding himself. He's seeing what the world really about, what the real is about. And I was like, yeah, something. He gonna do something. And I knew Nick. I think that's when America's Got Talent, and he got cocky. I forgot what they was trying to make him do something or do something he didn't want to do. And he basically said, screw it, I'm out. I don't care. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm out. And they let Terry Crews, I think that's who hosted now. So yeah, I saw this coming. I ain't know how it was gonna come, but I knew he was gonna get some backlash soon. Because Nick Cannon's too big of a person. He has too big a platform. You know what I'm saying? For him not to attack him when he not towing the company rope. He not with liberal Hollywood doing and talking and moving the way they talking. Nah. I knew it was gonna happen. And just read down the list. When you start having, definitely when you have Griff on, you know it's gonna be a problem. When you have Professor Griff on, you know it's gonna be a problem. Cause hey, one thing, and Professor Griff is another one. Man, all this stuff that's going on now, Professor Griff been talking about it. Griff been talking about all this stuff. Even with Will Smith, he been talking about anything that's happening now. He told us about Obama. This when I voted for Obama in '08, and Griff was breaking down. You can go YouTube and Google when Professor Griff on Barack Obama. It's two parts. Man, he breaks Obama down so hard and everything he was gonna do, and talking about how they was going into Africa because of Africom and da 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 da, and they need a blackface on white supremacy. Like Griff was going in. Griff going a lot of this. Griff got books documented. And that's two people like Griff been in a long time. Griff been dropping out for a long time. People get a lot of info from him from back in the day. The ones that's popular and big now, they start off on Griff. Alex Jones, I had to say Alex Jones every time. People hate on him a lot. White and black YouTubers that act like they don't fool with Alex Jones know they watched all of his videos back in the day, and I have to say that all the time. And that's one thing I don't like. When you know you grew up on Alex Jones, everybody did. But then you try to play him to the left like, dude, don't be dropping knowledge and dropping real stuff. Even though he puts on the show and acts an ass a lot of the time and act in this pure entertainment, like, man, this dude tripping. But the dude got real knowledge. You know, you can go to him for some real news, though. And that's real. But then when you got Minister Abdul Malik, Syed Muhammad, got Tariq Nasheed, Mr. White supremacy himself, Tariq, in the ongoing legacy of slavery, when you got Tariq, and Tariq is a damn fool. That nigga, let me talk, hey, that dude's a damn fool. Then you got my boy RZA on your show. Dude, you already know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hey, but how can you knock him? He got real people on here. He ain't doing the sucker sellout stuff. He got real people on here that real intelligent brothers like me want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I have a master's degree. I have an undergrad. I have all type of licenses. I'm a licensed bail bondsman, or a licensed private investigator, process server. Got a master's in human resource, an undergrad in business. I done worked in the corporate world. I do my own thing now. I work for myself. You know what I'm saying? This Nick talking to me. You know what I'm saying? He talking to people like us. He know what's going on now. And this the thing. Let's go. Let's just review what he said. Or it's out. It's gonna be taken out of context. I ain't even get a chance to watch the Griff. I gotta go watch it now. I should have been watching. I'm slipping. Usually I keep up on everything Griff doing. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he OG. I met him back in Memphis. Back a few years ago. Me and my brother went and saw the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan speak in Memphis at the what was it, Cook Convention Center. And I took my brother because my father, even though he grew up in church, Christian church, all that, grew up Church of God in Christ, all my life, Bishop G. Passon, one of the biggest pastors in Memphis. Well, he was the biggest black pastor in Memphis, probably the biggest pastor in Memphis, period, black or white. Head of culture, I grew up in that church all my life. But we still I went and saw Farrakhan when I was 12 years old. And I made it my thing to take me and my brother to go see him. Agree with Farrakhan or not. It's just a thing that we went and saw. We went and saw my guy. But what dude retweeted, Nick Cannon says, white people are a little less closer to animals, the true savages, acting out of a deficiency, so the only way they can act is evil. He put quotes in there and just chopped it up. It's just some words he said. You know what I'm saying? And Viacom has now pretty much ended their relationship. I don't want to say fired, terminated. They ended their relationship with Nick Cannon. And first off, this is what we got to talk about. First Amendment. So, when you Google it, or excuse me, we don't Google it, we DuckDuckGo it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. Your First Amendment rights allows you to speak freely and to speak and say what you want to say as long as you're not harming or doing any harm to anybody. But the First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting an individual religious practice. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of individuals to speak freely. The U.S. Constitution protects the freedom of speech, religion, and press. It also protects the right to peaceful protest and to petition the government. So, but this is dealing with private firms. Viacom had the right to fire them because it's their company. It's a private company. And Nick said what he said. But the thing is, and what Nick came out with a statement after that, just basically saying, if I'm wrong, hey, if you don't like what I said and you think I'm wrong, let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a discussion. Show me the error of my ways. They don't have that talk. So Viacom fires him. But I say, good job, Nick. And see, that's gonna end. The only thing I don't like about it, it's gonna end Wild and Out. And that's their best show on TV. But you see how they do when they get mad, when you just come out and just say some real stuff. They're going to end Viacom. I just hate it for all the other comedians and the other people that are on it that might miss a check now, especially in these times, because Viacom fired him. But what I want to say about that is, and clap again, you know when you get fired and blocked and banned, you're on to something. And Nick Cannon, hey, he's gonna be straight. He got millions. He don't care. But this is a good thing. It's good they fired, terminate him. So guess what? Now you can go bring Wild and Out and put it on your own platform and do it and do for self. You know what I'm saying? Let's start our own. Or I ain't gonna say start our own. Go to somebody that accepts you, because it is freedom of speech. Or let's build our own black website. So if they want to terminate you because you're speaking freely and you're open to constructive criticism, and they don't want that and they want to fire you, that's good for us. Let's do for ourselves. We don't have to. It's too much technology out here now, and it's too many ways to get to people You don't have to go through Viacom. That's dead media. That's old media. You have, I ain't gonna say YouTube because that ain't gonna be around. He probably gonna terminate his channel from YouTube anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you got Alt Tech, you got BitChute, you got DTube, DTube, you got D Live, you got so many other outlets now. It's another social media outlet like YouTube. I forgot what it's called. Some Black Star or something. Corey Holcomb talks about on his show all the time. But yeah, it's too many outlets out here to Nick to get his message out. You can take Canon Class. You can take your show Wild Out. I'm pretty sure somebody will be Somebody will be interested in Wild Out. And hell, and go online. I even heard about it's a new website that they're showing Jocelyn Hernandez show on, and they're gonna have like the Love and Hip Hops on there, and it's a website. You know what I'm saying? Where they host all the shows. Everything's going to the internet anyway, and I'm pretty sure Nick was prepared for this. You know what I'm saying? I know he's prepared for it. He don't give a shit. He got too much money. What you gonna do to him? He asked y'all, hey, I'm open for a debate, and I'm so glad he didn't go out there and be like, I apologize. I hate when people apologize. But apologize for what? I hate when people apologize. I'd rather you just tell me whatever the error in your way is, like, hey, I did this and I messed up. Hey, I ain't going to do that again. Because what's the point of apologizing if you don't mean it? If he said something, it's just like me going out saying, I hate, whoever. I hate, Amy Schumer. And she gets mad and everybody gets mad at me for saying I hate Amy Schumer. What good is it to do for me to apologize if I don't mean it? I never understood that. Why apologize for something you don't mean? Now, if you truly are sorry about something, yeah, you apologize, but it's not even about apologizing. What's the point of apologizing if you're going to do it again? It's just like a dude that cheats on his wife or a crackhead that smokes crack. And he gets caught smoking crack like, I'm sorry, I apologize. Then a week later, you catch him smoke crack again. What's the point of apologizing? It's stupid. There's no point. It's like, I've never understood apologizing. If you just not do it, I'd rather hear somebody say, hey, I'm not going to do this again. You know what I'm saying? But Viacom condemns bigotry, just reading what they said, of any kind, and we categorically denounce all forms of anti-Semitism. I ain't going to read all that crap. Y'all can read that. Go on Twitter. It's trending. I'm not going to read all this stuff to y'all. Y'all can do that yourself. But Tariq then chimed in. You know, he a damn fool. I was trying to see what Nick's statement. They had it out. They had his statement up, but he basically just said, "I'm here for dialogue. If you feel like I said something wrong, call me out on it. Bring me to the table." And that's about the First Amendment. You should be able to say you got the right. You should be able to right to say anything, even if David Duke get on there. I done listened to David Duke. I listened to him several times. He got some stuff I don't agree with. He got some stuff that he's spot on with. But see, that's what they don't want. They don't want you to listen to people. It's certain people they don't want you to listen to. They just want to form. They want to form the opinion for you and control the narrative. That's just like me. Even when I used to work HP and have all day, I used to listen to all types of stuff. I used to sit there and read Hitler's agendas and read like when he having his speeches, and I'm listening to the translator, just listening to him. If this is supposed to be our enemy, I need to listen to him, see what he's talking about, know where he at. I'm not just going to take y'all for face value. Oh, this the enemy. Hitler did this. He's a terrible, worst person in the world. Okay, yeah, I agree. Whatever. But I'm finna listen to see what's going on. I need to know for myself. I don't just need to listen to y'all. I need to see what's going on. I listen to white supremacists talk and KKK and racists talk because you need to know what they got going on, what they thinking, what's in their mind. How can you game plan for somebody if you don't know your opponent? It's just like going to play a football game back in high school or something without a scouting report. Who does that? It makes no sense. So you gotta be weird. Anybody try to keep you from keep you from listening to somebody. Hey, don't listen to him. He's racist. Don't listen to him. He's misogynistic. Don't listen to him, or don't listen to her. Blah blah blah. That should make you go listen to them. Just see what they got going on. But yeah, he said until then, he said I hold myself accountable for this moment and take full responsibility because my intentions are only to show that as a beautiful human species, we have way more commonalities than differences. So let's embrace those as well as each other. We all family. I encourage, this is another tweet, I encourage more healthy dialogue and welcome any experts, clergy, or spokesperson to any of my platforms to hold me accountable and correct me in any statement that I've made that has been projected as negative. I am an advocate for people's voices to be heard openly, fairly, and candidly. In today's conversation about anti-racism and social justice, I think we all, including myself, must continue educating one another and embrace uncomfortable conversations. It's the only way we all get better. Bam. That's what you're supposed to say. He didn't apologize. He kept it real. Hey, if I'm wrong, I welcome you to my platform. Let's talk about it. Show me the error of my ways. What more can you ask for? Nick Cannon's always been a good dude. He's been the fun-loving guy. He's been the one that everybody loves. He's been the safe, what do you call it, safe Negro. He's been that. Now, because you don't like something he said, now y'all want to do the cancel culture. But it ain't going to work because, like I said, there's too many platforms out here now. So it's good. Who cares if Viacom fired them? Fuck them. Go do your own thing. You got the money. You got the resources. It's enough platforms out here that you can take that somewhere else and blow it up. Because, trust me, people going to watch Wild now. I watch it a little bit. I don't watch it all the time. But if I'm bored or something, or like especially like you in a hotel room wilding out on or something, or I'm here at the house at night, sometimes we just have wilding out. My wife like it too, cause it's always funny. It's entertaining. I just don't be in the mood for that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's entertainment, and he done put so many people on with that wilding out. You know what I'm saying? And just other stuff that he does. Man, Nick Cannon is a real G, and hey, I can't knock him. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock him for that, and that's why I differ from a lot of the your super black ultra conservatives or whatever's on the menu that day, whatever the Republican Party says and Trump says, they going for it. So I got my own thought. I think for myself. And here, hey, the way you tell freedom of speech is not about, freedom of speech is basically about fighting for the people that you disagree with or don't approve with. You're fighting for the right for their voice to be heard no matter what. So if it's a KKK spitting venom about black people and stuff, that's when you show the test of the First Amendment of freedom of speech. Because you got to fight for the right for that person to have his voice and have what he say and say what he want to say. And if it's wrong, that's where you deconstruct it. And that's where you show him his errors and ways, and the people the people will be the judge. You know what I'm saying? The people will be the judge. But hey, like I said, whenever you trying to cancel somebody and fire them, hey, now in these times, that's a badge of honor to me when you get canceled, or when they fire you over something you said and don't want to talk about it. You don't want to discuss it because you want to control the narrative. That's why they fired him. And you want to bury him now. But, nah, he ain't going to apologize and grovel, and I'm glad he won't. And I know Nick got his money right, because I know he a couple steps ahead because I see where he's going. And I'm watching his growth, and I know where he's at in his growth. And the difference is he got that bankroll. He got the change. So he can do this. And he ain't going to stop. And then he also got Dr. Sebi's movie coming out. That's another reason they targeting him. They don't want that information out. They don't want that information. They don't want that positive information about Dr. Sebi out. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to watch him all the time. And he put me on a lot of game. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents about Nick Cannon. But hey, I'm proud of you, Nick Cannon. You got fired. I got fired from a lot of jobs. I got fired from damn near every job I ever worked at. Hey, it is what it is. Keep it moving. You got cake. You gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about First Amendment. You gotta let people have the First Amendment. As long as they ain't harming or hurting nobody, whatever they say is whatever they say. As long as you ain't threatening nobody or harming nobody or putting anybody's life in danger, you just having talk and you're talking. So if you're wrong, deconstruct his argument. That's what you do. He's welcome to his platform. He's not cutting off saying, hey, this is what I got, this is what I said, and this is it, and I don't want to hear nothing else about it. No, he's welcoming you with open arms, and he's being friendly. Hey, come help me then. If I'm wrong, show me that I'm wrong. But until then, I'm going to say what I say. If you can't deconstruct it, probably Nick Cannon might be telling the truth. That's what I'm saying. So, that's all I got to say. I'll holler at y'all a little later on. I'm out. Hey, yeah, go like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Go like, subscribe, share what they say. Like, share, subscribe. Please, that'll be really cool. Make me real happy. I'm trying to do this thing. Alright. And give y'all real information with real opinions and real thoughts.